Hello everyone, welcome to my blog. This is Keshab Vlogs. I am an immigrant from all the way from Nepal to Australia. So I'm gonna share with you guys how is the life as an immigrant in the countries, the way I have lived, the way most of the immigrants have lived in Australia. Moving to new countries sounds exciting, new life, new opportunities. Fresh start, I would say. But what no one tells you is the reality behind it. As you can say, expectation versus reality. And this is Melbourne, one of the most livable cities in the world. Obviously, the fact says in 2026. But is life here really that perfect, especially as an immigrant? Let's see that in 10 minutes. When I first came to Melbourne, life felt good. Everything felt like a dream. Buildings, the streets, the culture, people. Felt like I finally made it. I never dreamed of coming to Australia. Since I already made it, it was already feeling like a dream. People enjoying coffee, trams running on time, clean roads, people busy with the work, study. It just felt like life was sorted. Slowly, you start seeing the other side of the story that most people don't tell you. You just have to experience it by yourself. If you are an international student here in Australia, cope up with your job, cope up with your study, balancing your life along with that, it's pretty hard. Finding a job here is not as easy as it looks online. Experience matters, first of all. If you are a student, of course, you don't expect you may have or may not have that much of experience difference. And the local experience matters even more. And of course, if you are an international student, you don't have a local experience here. So that's the first thing people see here. And if you have a big qualifications, you still need a very good start the first, and that beginning is pretty hard to step up. So once you think you got an option to survive, you got a job, less shift, long hours, weekend work, this becomes your normal life. Because at the end of the day, survival comes first. Since the COVID-19 have hit here in Australia or all over the world, the inflation have significantly risen to the sky, and the life has become more costly. Okay, let's talk about the money, because this is where the reality hits hard. Rent in Melbourne, very expensive. The average, I would say, you're paying for the normal size studio room or the one room is about $350 to 400 Australian dollar. Groceries getting higher every week, but still you can survive with that. Transport, bills, food, everything adds up. Sometimes you are not feeling relieved, you are just managing. You start calculating every dollar because you know no one else is going to do it for you. It's not that rent and groceries will be hitting hard to you, because sometimes Australian government try to support you with the rent and the groceries as well, and plus the transport as well. Somehow it's not enough, because at the end of the year the government will take back whatever they spend on you as well by tax. Whatever you earn here depends on the percentage, a very high percentage of tax goes to the government from your earning every year. Well, apart from tough life in Australia, there's a lot of easy alternatives, competitive, other options we have available all over Australia. If you're living in Melbourne, there's a lot of things you can choose outside the expensive brands and the luxury lifestyle, like the Cotton On, Kmart, Uniqlo. We have a factory. Like if you go for a mid-budget, the clothing and all, you can go for a Zara, H&M. These are the clothing that we need for the daily lives. Like we don't have to go for a pretty expensive things. Like it depends, what kind of a background or what kind of a level of richness you have. So if you're in the middle, in a struggling life as an immigrant in Australia from other cities, other countries, you can still live your life pretty good. And then comes the part no one talks about, that is loneliness. Everyone is confident about it, that they feel it, but they're not gonna tell it publicly. Yes, as an immigrant, as a guy, I can tell I have experienced it several times here. Being away from family, missing festivals, birthdays, those small moments. You smile outside, but sometimes inside you're just trying to stay strong. If you had a heartbreak, that's normal. You may find the way again, but still, it's pretty hard. After whatever happens, almost happy. Somehow you manage to live your life because Melbourne or Australia have so much to offer to make you feel good, make you feel neat. You stop waiting for opportunities, you start creating them. So is life in Melbourne easy as an immigrant? Say no, not at all, but it is worth it. Depends how badly you want your dreams to come true. Alright, the next is the household stuff and medicals, like the kitchen accessories and all. If you guys willing to get it the cheaper and in a lower price way, we always have the Kmart, which is very good for your in a household stuff and all. Everything is cheap and very good quality and durable. Chemist Warehouse and Price Line, these are medicines and all, plus fragrance, your cosmetics, whatever you want to get it from there. Pretty competitive price. They will always compete with other market prices and still give you lower prices. So always choose Chemist Warehouse for that. Living in Melbourne, always you will always see going out at least once a week or once in a fortnight for a good time, maybe having a dinner with a get together with the friends, family. You'll always try to find a good place. So there's a lot of places where you can have a good time along with there's a good price, in a mid range of price, not too much expensive. There's a lot of places in the city, even out of the city. Maybe in upcoming vlogs I'll show you guys that as well. There's so many options, so it's not that bad. But still, as I said, life is pretty hard here, not as expected. The expectation versus the reality. What other people from our country, they see the way how we live the life, how we show in the social media, plus the life in real we live here. Different, very different. At the end of this vlog, I just want to say, everyone have a hard life, right? Everyone is struggling, everyone going through something. The best thing you can do is take a moment and live a little bit from that, out of that life. It feels good. Have a good time, get together with the family, friends, and yeah, work tomorrow. It doesn't matter early morning or afternoon or night. Just work hard and live hard. Thank you for watching my video. I'll see you in the next one.